America, and hello world. Good morning, Pilipinas. Welcome to the Teacher's Voice. This show aims to give teachers the opportunity to talk on air about their unforgettable journeys and thrilling adventures, as well as share their splendid wisdom to inspire and to give hope to our listeners and viewers. This show is aired by the Philippine Las Vegas radio station from the heart of Las Vegas every Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and on Sunday in the Philippines at 9 o'clock in the morning. This is one of your co-hosts, Teacher Marvin, welcoming you from New York City. And my other co-host is Teacher Pasita Ross, who is also from New York City. One of
Hello.
our co-hosts, Teacher Judeline, is not with us tonight, and we are sure that her heart and her mind are with us all, and we still hope that she can join us anytime tonight as well.
Yeah.
To continue, let us pause for a prayer. Okay, let's bow down our heads. Father in heaven, we come in thanksgiving because you are not only righteous and holy, but you are also faithful and true to your promises to all of us. We thank you for this program. We thank you for all the teachers who are dedicating their lives to teaching and nurturing and molding the future through our young people and through our young minds. We pray that you are going to bless this episode with your presence as we share the story and the journey of our guest tonight. We pray that you will guide us all and you will allow us the opportunity to make this episode and make this interview, make this a time as a time for worship and honoring you. This is our prayer in Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
Amen.
Good, good evening, good morning sa Pilipinas. Teacher Pasit, how are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much. And good evening, good morning to all the teachers in the four corners of the world. And thank you so much for the work that you do for our children. Thank you.
Of course, of course. We at the Teacher Voice, we are dedicating this program and dedicating this program to all teachers and honoring all the teachers all over the world.
Right.
And we are honored tonight with a very special, wonderful guest. And Teacher Paset is all ready to introduce our guest tonight.
Yes, of course. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good morning ulit. Okay, I'd like, with pleasure, to introduce to you our guest, Teacher Marites Fadrigo-Salibio. Teacher Marites is a Master Teacher 1 at the Iloilo City National High School. She graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Secondary Education, major in English. She was a grant in aid scholar at the University of San Agustin in Iloilo City. Teacher Marites has taught grade 7 English for over 20 years. And last 2016 to 2017 term, she began a very challenging journey when she taught remedial reading. And that's when she realized that though she was a junior high school teacher, she, as a remedial reading teacher, was teaching phonetics of A, B, C to 12 to 15-year-old students. Then, Miss Salibio got involved in the school improvement plan of the Iloilo City National High School, and she helped design the school's reading program, especially for students with reading difficulty. And the work that they did paid off so that in 2022, Her school, the Iloilo City National High School, won third place for the most learning-focused public secondary school in the Curriculum and Instruction Regional Champions for Learning Excellence, or the acronym CIRCLE. I love that. Now today, Teacher Marites considers the small wins and the heartwarming moments with these students with reading difficulties as the ultimate reward for the otherwise daunting tasks that these teachers face. And tonight we will ask her a lot about what else she does and probably inspire you also, teachers. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to welcome Teacher Marites Fadrigo-Salibio. Welcome.
Thank you so much,
You're
Teacher Pasit. Yes, I would like to say good morning to people of Iloilo City, and of course, good evening to the people of Las Vegas and New York. I would also like to greet our dynamic Principal 4 of Iloilo City National High School, Ma'am Aming Haba. Hi, Ma'am Aming. And of course, to my department head, Mrs. Sheila Bacchiano. Our co-teachers, the energetic, more than 300 faculty of
wow.
Iloilo City National High School. Hello, everyone. I'm
That's a
here
big
at
school.
Teacher's Voice. Yes, it's a big school where we can see we have more than 8,000 students.
Wow. Very good.
Junior high school and senior high
Senior.
school.
Okay.
Mhm.
Very good. I
Wow.
didn't realize that that school is that big with more than 300 teachers. Wow, wonderful. Wonderful.
Yes. Yeah, so we are happy, we're glad to have you, Teacher Marites, and we're so honored that you have accepted our invitation
Uh-huh.
to guest in tonight's episode and to share your life and your stories with the teachers. I would like to ask you this question, Teacher Ma'am Marites. Please share with us, how did your journey as an English teacher begin?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I entered the Department of Education quite late. Not really. I was substitute teacher 3 times.
Mm,
That began 1994. But I was hired as contractual teacher in 2003.
mm,
Uh, that was quite difficult because as contractual teacher, we need to renew our contracts two
mm,
times
Oh,
a year.
twice a year. Whoa.
Yeah, but I'm just very grateful for the opportunity. Actually, when you say contractual teacher, you're under the special education fund of the local government. And so the one who pays us is the local government. That's
City.
mm.
for 5 years. And then I was able to get the permanent position in Iloilo City National High School in February of 2008.
No, as a contractual teacher, would that also, when you started, did that count as, part of your experience in the Department of Education, or it?
Yes, yes, yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
of
Oh,
course,
very good.
yes.
Very good. Very good. Oh, I have a question here for you. Now, I am very interested in the topic, remedial reading and reading. That's also my specialization. Anyway, you realized how difficult it is to teach reading,
Mhm, mhm.
especially to the older kids, older at 12 and 15, hindi pa talaga sila marunong ng ABC, no? That must have been very difficult. My question is, could you please tell us a more detailed picture of the reading difficulties that students like those generally face? Like, what can they do and not do in school? And how low is their proficiency level in reading, and how bad if it does affect them at all, how bad is the impact sa ng kanilang difficulty sa performance nila in the other subjects?
Yes, teacher Pasit. It's really it's really having great impact, most especially with the lesson comprehension of the lessons. Our our school would identify the incoming grade 7. We would identify which of them are, shall we say, we name them non-readers or slow readers,
Oh,
or they are students with reading difficulty,
difficult.
right before they come in. So they are incoming grade 7 students uh, in our school, and then we give them this tool, the sloss on oral reading test.
Oh, okay.
The
A
Yeah, I hope you're
diagnostic.
familiar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
diagnostic.
it's yeah. So after they took the test, we were able to identify their reading levels. Okay, so it's just sad to note that some of them are still in 0, meaning
Wow.
Yeah.
if you're familiar, ma'am, teacher Pasit, of the sloss on oral reading test,
Yes,
it comes
yes.
in columns.
Correct.
Okay, it comes in columns. So the first column would be words that are familiar to kinder students.
The sight
And
words.
yeah, the sight words. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's sad to note that they cannot attack those words.
Oh,
They can't
Mm.
read those words.
uh-huh.
So if that's the case, then we consider them non-readers.
Mm.
Uh, the rest, some of them are able to read words, and then the computation will later on reveal on what level they are in.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
so some of them are in grade 1, grade 2, and grade 3, grade 4, grade 5, grade 6. So we group them. Now we just take in grade 1 to grade 2 as clientele of our remedial reading
Middle
class.
reading. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so since these students could hardly read, uh, we have remedial classes for them. And at the same time, we orient the parents of the reading status. In fact, by the time the students are taking this sort, the parent is beside them. We
Mhm.
do not allow them to take this test without their parents.
Oh,
And so
okay.
that parents are automatically informed of the reading status of their children. And of course, they are oriented that these children, these students will be the clientele of our remedial reading class.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
And having this remedial reading class, also grouping them in, now we have 3 sections. The teachers are also made aware of the reading status of these children. And
Oh,
so
okay.
they adjust teaching styles,
Right, right.
strategies to suit
Uh-huh.
the level of the students. And
Right.
that's our goal. We don't want to make them uh, uh, not involved in school with all
Regular
of the,
classes. Yes, okay.
we don't want to put them in regular class wherein they will be they will be out of the, you know, with their classmates.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So now, so they are in their own special groups.
Yes,
Yung
yes.
grade 1 and grade 2 levels, you take them as the remedial reading clients, di ba? Oh,
Yes, yes,
so,
ma'am.
so
Yes, teacher.
far, so far, because the teachers are aware of that also. So far, how is the program going? Could you please explain to us?
So far the program is going well. Of course, with the all-out support of our school principal and all the internal and the external stakeholders, uh, we are doing well with our program. The
Good.
goal is just to help these students increase at least in their reading levels.
Good.
Mm.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So we have follow up in grade 8. Now, what I do is after the end of the school year, I would reflect in the card, the report card, the latest reading level of these children. And so if they have increased to grade 4, probably grade 4, 5, and 6. So in grade 8, they are now with the regular class.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
And those that remained in 0 to grade 2 will be again grouped in grade 8 and will still receive that remedial reading class. Or they will still be in that remedial reading class section.
Mm. Mm.
Oh, I'm sorry, Teacher Marvin. On this topic, one last question ko.
Sure.
How do you involve the parents? Kasi they should be the first ones to really
Mhm.
be aware of what's going on with their children, di ba? How do you involve them, or do they get involved at all?
Yes, parents really play a big part in the success of this program, Teacher Pasit. And so in the beginning, of course, what we did was to involve them is they are with their children as they took the
It's
sort.
okay.
Okay. And then I have this regular parents conference with
Mhm.
Oh,
them at least once in 2 months or once a month if the need arises. And before that even I made them sign commitment form.
uh-huh.
Mm.
Yeah, I made them commit to the program. That I said in the commitment form that they really need to help the program by following up the lessons at home, and of
Mhm.
course attend regular meetings, and of course the card days they should show up every time I need them. And we have this also group chat, so they are updated of
Mm.
what's going on in the program.
Are
Wow.
they cooperative? How many of them?
Yes,
Sorry
the
to ask.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
so I'm happy with some parents, they are
very,
cooperative,
Yeah.
but
very.
for some reasons, of course,
Yeah,
Mm.
when you are a parent and you have a lot of obligations, or
correct.
maybe I just learned that some of them are also sick, and I just learned the sad part. I just
Mm.
learned that most of my students are product of broken families. So it's
Oh,
quite
that,
hard to reach out to parents.
yeah,
Mhm.
that is one big problem. Okay.
Hmm.
And you cannot solve that part.
Yes, yes,
Of
yes,
course.
teacher Pasit. That's why every time would talk to my students, uh, I I would tell them I cannot solve your problem. What I can do is to hug
Help
you.
you read.
Yes, I just aside from helping them to read, I hug them and I give them advice. I hold their
Yeah.
hands.
Oh,
You, you,
wow.
these students really need our love, our
Mhm.
compassion,
Correct. Correct. Yeah. Some attention from you.
Mhm.
attention. Yes, big
Wow.
attention. In fact, they would come to the teacher's room almost every day, and they
Wow.
would tell me, "Ma'am, sakit ulo ko, ma'am. Okay, go
Oh,
to the clinic." Hindi, kay ma'am hiluta ko, ma'am.
oh, hilot sa ulo.
Yes, yes, yes. Hiluta
Wow.
ko, ma'am. And my co-teachers would laugh at me and they would say, managhilot ka na subong, because yes, maybe they just need attention. They
Yeah.
need
Mhm.
my attention.
Right. Oh, wow. Thank you so much for the discussion we have. Thank you. And thank you for the work
That's
you do.
awesome.
Salamat.
Great one.
Uh,
That's a great one. All right. Now, Teacher Marites, let's go back to the remedial teaching program and the remedial teaching classes. As you mentioned earlier, um, we group these students into their appropriate
Reading
specific
levels.
reading level
Reading level. Yeah.
groups, right? Is this a kind of like a pull-out group, or they stay with a group the whole day? As they go to math class, they are with the same group. They go to science class, are they in the same group? Or they have they are mainstreamed into a regular class for all other classes, and then there's a particular time of the day when they are being pulled out
For the
into
remedial reading.
a separate remedial reading program, like a session or what? Please enlighten us, Ma'am Marites. Thank you.
Yes. Identifying their reading level, what we do after identifying, we group them according to their reading level. For example, all zero will be grouped together in one section, and then grade one
Mm.
will be grouped together in another section, and grade two will
Oh.
be grouped in others. That's why we have three sections. Now,
Mm.
actually, it's our goal is inclusivity without
Mhm.
branding. So they are their names or their sections are like the sections of regular students. So
Mm.
temperance, patience, like that. And then we have this remedial class outside of the regular schedule.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
So in City High, we are now on shifting schedule, meaning students in the morning and some students are in school in the afternoon.
Mhm.
Uh, but for my remedial reading class, I made them report also in the morning from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock for exclusive remedial reading class, remediation, and intervention. That's
Mm.
why I really need the cooperation of the parents because they will send their children to school from 10 a.m.
Mhm.
and up to 6 in the evening
Mm.
with remedial class and their regular classes.
Mhm.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned also earlier that their teachers are aware of their reading levels.
Levels.
And then if they are all put together in one intact group, that means to say when their math teacher comes in to teach them math, the math teacher also will have to adjust the mathematical skills learning
Yes.
to their reading level.
Yes, Sir Marvin.
Oh, great. That's awesome.
However, what I found out is that not all of my
Mm.
remedial reading clientele or students are poor in math. Some
Mm.
of
Oh,
them
yeah, yeah.
are.
Yeah, that's a
Yes.
Yes,
difference.
Some
yes.
of them are good in math.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
those different skills are in
Mhm.
different parts of the brain. So
Mm.
the math
Exactly.
brain
Mm.
is good with some of these children, but the reading brain is, that's the one that's
Yes, multiple
effective. Oh,
intelligences.
yeah, that's true. Now, um, Mama Marites, I could feel the difficulty ng isang reading teacher.
Mm.
Kasi it's a difficult subject to teach yung reading, lalo pag di sila nagsimula when they were very young, like in kindergarten na ba ang tawag dyan, kindergarten, grade 1, grade 2, So in your many years of teaching remedial, in the many years that you teach remedial reading, would you please tell us about what you think might be the causes bakit itong problema ng mga bata ay marami. We have interviewed, if you remember, Teacher Marvin, we have interviewed a few other teachers here, yun ang sinasabing, high school teachers, the difficulty in
Mhm.
the proficiency in the English language is not
Mhm.
there, medyo, it's not only in Iloilo. Alam ko in my home province, Masbate, that's also a problem. Now, what do you think might be the causes? Bakit ang ating mga estudyante ay not reading proficiently, Without without meaning to, disparage. people. But ano palagay nyo? Is it the home? Is it the school? Is it the curriculum? Is it what do you think is it?
With my 8 years of experience, some people might blame teachers for that, or parents for that. That the kids come to age 12, 11, 12, 13, and yet they do not know how to read. But with 8 years of teaching them, I stopped blaming teachers already.
Oh, right.
Because I learned teacher passive that, of course, it's not for me to declare about this because it's quite, shall we say, in the medical field. But I learned that it's mostly genetic.
Mm-hmm.
What made me say that? It's because I learned, for example, the elder brother is with me, and then the next year is the younger one. Or I learned that my students are related with each other. They may be siblings, they may be cousins, or they are relatives. So that's one big factor, and we can't do we don't have, I mean, we can't say make a solution for that.
No.
Teacher Pasit. But of course, yes, parents also play important role in the learning of children how to read. And so also family background matters. You know, when parents are separated and they don't have much or enough time for their children, so they failed in also following up lessons or following up reading at home. But also, I would say that kids nowadays are exposed to different materials. So if they have this ability to learn to read, they will be able to read unless there is underlying or undiagnosed, shall we say, undiagnosed
medical or mental disability
in them. So I would say it's more genetic.
Yung ano natin, okay, yung ating curriculum dyan sa Philippines, does it have enough opportunity, or does it give enough opportunity for our students to learn to read? Kasi ang point ko kasi is napakaraming isinabak na mga subjects sa curriculum natin, napakadami. Tapos as a teacher, nakikita ko yung sa ano ng NEAP, yung kanilang mga inset, para sa teachers din, hindi naman relevant and responsive to the needs of both teachers and students. Para bang very crowded ang ating curriculum dyan. I hope I'm wrong, no? At saka kulang na yata ng opportunity for the children to really learn to read, especially in the very young years. I hope I am wrong.
Oh, well, when it comes to reading, I will just talk about reading. The depth ed is focused really on making children to read. Very long time ago, we have this every child a reading program. So this program is focused on the reading development of children and making sure that children read at exact age or school age. And so, yeah, I guess we have this
Very good.
reading program that ensures children read in school.
Okay. Yeah, di ba, emphasis niyo dyan is literacy and numeracy. Yun ang nababasa kong mga ano, no?
Yeah. And in fact, now we're strengthening our literacy programs in school. We focus on reading, not only word recognition, but also,
Right.
of course, comprehension.
Comprehension. Oh,
Mm.
very good. Very good. I hope things get reversed, kasi kawawa ang mga bata natin. Pero, yeah, we really have to do more. Okay. Thank you so much for that.
So that's great. Mama Marites, I can understand that you have been with your experience working with students, especially in assessing their reading levels. You have understood and you have uncovered and unpacked a lot of factors at play within the problem of our students' reading difficulty. So, but then again, I can see that you and your colleagues and your school is working on a program that would specifically address the need and would provide the scaffolding for the students. And then I learned from your bio note that you had the opportunity to plan, to design and to innovate and implement the school improvement plan for your
Mhm.
students with reading difficulties. And it started in 2018. So in your preparation for this school improvement program, what are the clear-cut action plans and the specific programs that you considered with your colleagues in developing this improvement plan for your school?
Well, actually, this regional reading program existed in our school for, I guess, more or less 30 years already.
Okay.
Yeah, way back the time of Ma'am Luz de los Reyes. Hello, Ma'am Luz, shout out. Who is now our division school superintendent.
Wow.
Mm,
If I can remember, she was in charge of the remedial reading class in Iloilo City National High School.
mm,
So that was long before I came in.
mm,
So it was just in 2016 when I was assigned to this remedial reading class. It's just what we call remedial reading class before. Uh, I feel the first 2 years was the most difficult for me because I feel like I'm grouping the dark because
mm,
as is,
mm,
I am trained as secondary school teacher.
Correct.
So I was not trained to teach English, reading
mm,
to beginning readers. So uh, it was in 2018 when our former principal, Ma'am Bliselda Floro, got us involved in the school improvement plan.
mm,
So we were given chance to make a program in school. And of course, we brainstormed with my department head, with my co-teachers. We brainstorm on what really is our goal, of
mm,
course. But first, we identify the problem, and that
Mhm.
is that students came into our school with reading difficulties. So our goal is to increase the reading level of our students. And after that, we designed the activities that, of course, suited to their level.
mm,
Uh, we thought of strategies, interventions. So one of this is we decide we should have remedial class outside of the regular class.
Okay.
mm,
Uh, of course. Uh, and then they are given classroom where we put reading nook,
Mm,
meaning to say we have books suited
correct.
to their level that they
Right.
may access anytime they want. And we also designed activities like videoke because we believe Filipinos are fan of videokes. Okay, and then through videoke, they are able to read the words.
Right.
And it's an activity that I think uh, interests them.
Yeah.
Aside from reading those sight words,
Yeah.
they will be singing the words,
Mhm.
and the songs are familiar to them, and that it aroused their interest. Okay, so
Correct.
those are just some, and we also involve internal stakeholders like our special class students. We involve them in shared reading.
Mm.
Oh,
So
wow.
we schedule shared reading. These students from our STE would come to our classroom, would sit beside our remedial reading clientele and would teach them how to read. And so it's just not just uh teaching them reading sight words all the time, but these activities interest them, and so they come to school. Now, because actually the biggest problem we have with these children, with these students with reading difficulty is that they don't want to go to school.
Mm. Mm.
Even their parents cannot make them go to school. And so once they are in school, we made sure that our activities is not too hard for them, that they would realize that school is not that hard. And so it's as our way of keeping them in school.
Correct.
So these activities would help them uh, or would inspire them to go to
Mm.
school.
Oh, I remember, Teacher Marvin, we had one interviewee teacher here sa US
Mhm.
who also used, kasi she's also teaching, yung mga English,
English
non-English
learners.
learners, she uses karaoke. Dinala niya
Karaoke
kanyang
as well.
karaoke machine sa school and then they sing. Yung mga bata, mga kwan kasi sila, they're not English speakers. So, very successful din siya sa ganoon. And you're doing that too, which it's more fun actually than just reading those words, no? It's more fun singing them.
Yes,
Mm.
Ma'am Pasit. For
Oh,
example, I would teach them sight words like words with long A. And so I would play the song and then I would tell them, look for words with long A.
Mm.
wow, very good.
And
Ah.
they that in that strategy they are engaged.
Very
Mhm.
good.
Aside from that, they are able to sing their favorite songs. And so
Yeah.
they are also learning from the words of that song.
And it's more fun learning that
Hmm.
way. Napapasayaw pa sila, I'm sure,
Uh,
when singing. Oh, that is really wonderful. Very, very good.
yeah, of
Um,
course.
I have a question, Ma'am Marites. Let's dream, ano? Okay, so now you are a division superintendent. Let's not say sa Iloilo kasi meron pang superintendent. Somewhere. If you were a superintendent, and then what do you think might you advise the teachers in the lower grades, especially in the lower grades, to do, or how should they focus on the reading, teaching of reading, especially sa mga young kids? So you are the boss now, and they have to do your recommendations and suggestions. So what do you think will you tell the teachers of especially the lower grades para lang maging stronger ang ating reading literacy classes natin diyan? Let's dream
Okay, I really did not think of that.
about that yet.
Okay, but
Not yet.
maybe just coming from a teacher. And so I would advise the teachers. Uh, don't be frustrated, or don't expect too much from these kids. You
Mhm.
know, teaching them how to read also involve compassion.
Yeah.
Now, if if uh you know, kids learn at their own pace,
Mm-hmm.
so patience is really
Right.
uh, a g- a a big part of teaching them how to read. Uh, I would suggest that if the kids do not know how to read, just go on.
Mhm.
Just we should not stop, but we should inspire them. We should tell them, we'll just do this. At the end of the day, if still you do not know how to read, then let it be. There are more to life than just learning how to read.
Mhm.
That is what I'm telling my remedial reading students. That uh aside from reading, there are still skills that they are good in.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. So, yeah.
In fact, one of my students already know how about uh about how to install electrical
Wow.
wires.
Wow.
And so I told him, you see, you may not be good in reading, but you have still other skills, life hacks that will keep you
Mhm.
going in life.
Mhm.
But of course, reading is really important. And so we, as teachers, we just keep on teaching them because
Mm.
we'll never know in what stage of their life they will know how to read.
Right.
Yeah.
In
Right.
fact, after grade 8, after grade 7, when these kids already knew how to read
Mhm.
a little, I don't say they are really good readers. They are now in the mainstream. I mean, they are now in a regular class.
Regular
And
classes.
later on, I learned that they are honor students.
Mhm.
Wow. Wow.
And I also have this student before who really don't know how to read. When she came in just last week,
Mhm.
I was shocked because she said she is now in college taking up criminology.
Mhm.
You see, I would just tell teachers to keep on teaching these children how
Mhm.
to read.
Don't give up.
Don't give up
Right.
because there might be some time in their life where they will eventually learn how to read.
Very
Exactly.
So
good.
this program, this what they say, no read, no move program, I'm not agreeable to that.
What
Mhm.
is no read, no move? Hindi pwedeng i-promote.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, oh no.
Because reading is just one subject
Correct.
in
Uh-huh.
school,
That's right.
and there are more other subjects, more other skills that students are good in.
Mhm.
We will just hamper their dreams if we let them stay in the elementary because they do not know how to read. So my advice would be, and probably this is also the stand of our now Superintendent Ma'am Luz, that will just keep them, keep promoting them as long as they are uh, going to
Good at other
school.
subjects.
Oo. And
Mhm.
also, my former department head, Ma'am Espinosa, told us, we will help these children to graduate in high school. She would exactly say, hindi naman ni sila yung mag-engineer, hindi na ni sila yung
Mhm.
mag-doktor. Pero kung ka-graduate sila sa high school, maka-ubra sila sang mas maayo nga ubra. Pwede sila ka-abroad, pwede sila ka-domestic helper abroad, kay gina-require ang
As
high
High
school
school.
graduate.
Mhm.
school,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
So we'll just help them help them to graduate high school. Same
Mm,
thing with the elementary teachers. We will just help them. As long as these students come to us, we will help them.
mhm. It's simply not giving up on them.
Right.
Yes.
Because one time in their life, they would just look back and they would realize and they would remember that they would say that our teachers actually did not give up on us.
That's true.
Mm.
And then like going back to what you said right in the beginning, ang intelligence ay marami, multiple
Mhm,
Yes.
intelligences. So, hindi marunong ng verbal, marunong ang kamay. That's
mhm,
good,
Mm.
right? Compensated na yung kwan.
mhm, mhm.
Thank you. Thank you. Very good.
Uh, Very well. Teacher Marites, we still have time for a few more questions. And I believe I want us to highlight the recognition that Iloilo City National High School received in
Sure.
2018. It was the
Yeah.
best reading program implementer in the division of Iloilo City Harvest of Excellence. Please tell us briefly, just in a nutshell, how did the Iloilo City National High School, how did you implement your reading program, and what are the criteria of success that the school achieved that paved way for this recognition?
Uh, all I did was to submit reports of activities with
Um,
mode of verification during that time. So I guess those report was able to clearly uh, I mean, our division office was able to clearly see our efforts in
mm,
making learning happen, specifically in the improvement of reading levels of our children. Now, because some of them came to us with 0 to grade 2 reading level, and at the end of the school year, they are now in grade 4 to 7
mhm,
Level.
grade
mhm,
level.
Mhm.
And so of course, there are those who recorded minimal improvement when it comes to their reading level. Now, that is what I'm saying that children learn or progresses at their own or progress at their own pace.
mhm,
So, so just a very small improvement with their reading level is already a great
As of
success for us. You
course,
see, they
yeah.
spent 7 years,
mhm,
minimum of 7 years in elementary. That's included their kinder, and then they came to a
Garden.
0. And
Mm.
so, if we were able to make them read at grade 1 level, so that's quite
That's
a
true.
success for us.
Yeah, that's
mhm,
improvement. Improvement.
Yes,
mhm.
that's improvement.
Correct. Correct. Very good.
It's a
Very.
great leap already from 0 to 4 for level
Hmm.
Yeah.
4.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
From grade 2 to 7, I
Uh-huh.
have I have students from grade 2 to grade 7, and I was very happy. Now, with regards to that, I would always give awards because these children
Oh,
don't
yeah.
have the opportunity to
To
be
win an
honor students
award.
in school. So we do that in
Yeah.
the classroom.
Mm,
Correct. Very
You do
good.
that in the classroom. So I would give them awards like most improved reader
mm,
or the helping hand, meaning
They
those
have.
who are uh say let's say who work a lot in the
mm,
classroom, and then most friendly, and it's quite an inspiring activity for them.
Yes. Oh,
Some
yeah.
of them are
Uh,
even teary-eyed to receive their awards.
little things mean a lot, di ba?
Mm,
mm, mm,
Little
mm.
things
yes.
mean a lot.
We celebrate small wins in the classroom.
Right.
Of course.
Yeah. Very, very good. Very good. Yeah. It's not just this, but it's also the heart that we
It's the
should
heart.
ano palaguin, you know? Let them
Mhm,
Mm-mm.
feel
Mm-mm.
happy. Let them feel a little success, recognize that. Wow, wonderful, wonderful. I am
yes, that's
so,
great.
yeah, this is a very nice
Mhm,
conversation, Ma'am Marites. I really
Thank you,
like
ma'am.
it. I
yeah.
enjoy it. Yeah.
Thank you so
Earlier,
much.
you mentioned, Ma'am Maritza, about the small wins, right, in your classroom, right?
Mm.
And you believe that the ultimate rewards in journeying with your students with reading difficulties are those small wins. And with those small wins, actually, it brings you heartwarming moments
Hmm.
inside the four walls of your classroom. Now, suppose teacher Judilyn, teacher Pasit, and I were to sit in your
Your
classroom as your
classroom.
students. How would we learn as students? How would we learn in your class?
Most probably, I would uh use the strategy video, okay? Video. I
Mhm.
know
I
Oh,
love
that's
that. I
that's
love
for
that.
us.
I know Filipinos are really fond of
Mhm,
singing. We are fond of video games. So most
Right.
probably, aside from the sight words that we do, then maybe we will enjoy the video game.
mhm, mhm. And I guess we
Oh,
would enjoy most definitely.
I would love that.
Uh, of course, of course. Now, Teacher Pasid, do you still have any question before we go to before we share our life quotes?
Ang ano ko lang dito ano kasi I like the way you tackle the
Mm,
problem of remediation and
mm,
reading. I like the way you do it. You do things, and with the little success or the big success that the program is getting, I really am very happy for you. So ang ano ko tanong ngayon is how's the English department? Are you all in it together? Everybody is, doing his or her part or her share in the program. And how does it contribute to the success that you have?
mhm, mhm,
Yes, I'm just very thankful with my co-teachers in the department. Of course, our department head. The same time of our principal and assistant principal, Ma'am Astrid Haresco, our principal, Ma'am Aming Haba, because I get all the help for this program. They are very supportive of me. Uh,
mhm,
One thing I guess when we won the Circle Award, it was right after the pandemic in 2022, right
mhm,
after the height of the pandemic, is
Right.
that our program did not stop. Our program did not stop. Get the help. I get the help of Ma'am Aming, and so she provided me with the things of need because there are a lot of protocols to follow during that time, and so we redesigned our program. Actually, our program is intensive reading and intensive reading enhancement and development program called that I read. Okay, so that is what the title of our program we coined way back when we do our SIP.
Mhm.
We do not just call it remedial reading program, but we call it intensive reading enhancement and development program. So during
Really.
the time of pandemic, we redesigned the program. We
mhm,
redesigned the program because we can no longer administer face-to-face Slauson oral reading tests to our students. So what we did is when parents enroll their kids, we we sort out the cards. Uh, the in charge did the sorting. Those with average 75 to 76 are right away given to me. And so I did the call to the parents. I would ask them, how's the reading of your child? Why is the average too low?
mhm,
And then some of them would admit that they have problem
Oh,
or their
okay.
child have this reading difficulty. And later on, there are parents who took the risk of sending their children for a remedial class with me,
mhm,
one-on-one. Ma'am Aming had all-out support on this.
mhm,
So it's just that even amidst the pandemic,
Yeah,
we did not stop.
mhm,
very good.
As long as there are parents who are willing to send their children to school for us for intervention or for remediation with us, we did it.
mhm.
We did it in the
That's great.
middle of the pandemic. And so most probably, yes, the Circle Awards was able to recognize that.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that alone
All
should make you really very happy. That
Uh-huh.
alone, yeah, the recognition, very good, wonderful.
All
Yeah.
right, Teacher Marites. Now we have come to the point when we're going to share our life quotes because we are at the end of our episode. I'm going to share my
That's
life
very
quote first, then Teacher Pasit will share
uh-huh.
hers, and then you can share yours last. And after you share your life quote, please um, give your parting words to inspire our teachers as well. My life quote is proper education is the education of the heart. And when we educate the heart, we educate the heart with the love of God. For when we have the love of God in our hearts, we can love even the most unlovable among our students. Happy teaching, all teachers. Teacher
Very good.
Pase.
Yeah. And the gist of of Teacher Marvin's quote is this, which I borrow from Aristotle, who says, educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all.
Awesome. Thank
Yeah,
you,
that
Teacher
was
Pase.
those were nice quotes. And I want to share this quote from Helen Keller. It
Okay.
says, optimism is the faith that leads to achievement.
Yeah.
Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. And
Uh,
I really believe that in this quote.
Yeah.
We must be optimistic.
uh,
Correct. Excellent. Yeah. Like you said, wag maging mapagod. Just keep on, keep
yeah.
on, keep on.
Mm,
Somewhere there, merong magandang darating.
yes, yes, there is.
Of
Very good.
course.
Good luck to you, Ma'am Marites. Very nice
Okay,
speech.
so thank you very much, Teacher Marites, on behalf of Teacher Judeline, who is not with us, and on behalf of PHLV Radio, we appreciate so much, and we're thankful for giving us your time, and
Right?
we we send our greetings to everyone at Iloilo City National High School, and good luck to your remedial reading remedial program, and it
Uh-huh.
may also continue to reap success through the years. Thank you very much, PHLV. Thank you, the teacher voice. Thank you, Teacher
Thank you.
Marites.
Thank you.
And
Kudos.
Teacher
Yeah.
Apasit, thank you very much.
Thank you very
God
much.
bless us all.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you
Bye-bye.
so much for inviting me. I
Of
hope I was
course.
able to share or to inspire teachers, parents, and kids out there, most especially
Of
those who
course.
are going through difficult times
Yeah.
when it comes to reading.
Of
Yeah.
course, you actually did, Teacher
Yeah.
Marites. All
Very
right.
good. Thank
Okay.
you
Night
and
now. Thank you very
goodbye.
much. And good luck, everyone. Bye-bye.